Once upon a time, there was a princess named Suvanovathi who was born with long hair that reached her ankles. What was special was that her hair had a golden glow, like a rare lightning bolt that could cure diseases and make flowers bloom. She lived in a rich palace, but news of this lightning bolt reached Mrs. Munica, an old witch who lived in a dark cave. Munica wanted the healing power of the hair to maintain her ageless beauty. On Princess Suvanovathi's 15th birthday, Munica sneaked into the palace and used dark magic to capture the princess and hide her in a high tower with no doors. Munica forced the princess to live in solitude. Every day, she would sing a magic song to harness the light and power of Princess Suvanovathi's lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Let go of the hair. Oh, amen. The Princess Suvanovathi used to let go of her hair, to let the witch go up and down. Disappointed with her fate, one day, Punhia Chan, the prince of a neighboring kingdom who was known as a brave hunter, lost his beloved horse in the forest. While searching for the horse, he found the mysterious tower where he had hidden himself and saw the scene where the witch called the princess to let go of her hair. Punhia Chan was amazed and fascinated by the beauty of the princess as well as the strange lightning-like hair. He returned when the witch left and imitated the voice of the witch Suvanovathi. Lightning hair. Let go of her hair, let Punhia Chan go up. The princess let go of her hair, and Punhia Chan went up to the tower. The princess was surprised and scared, but Punhia Chan comforted her and told her about his desire to help her get rid of the witch. They began to meet secretly every day. Munica also began to notice that the princess's hair was slowly losing its shine because she shared her hope and love with Punhia Chan. One day, Munica discovered the truth through a piece of hair that fell on the floor. She was very angry and grabbed Princess Suvanovathi and cut off her long hair, leaving only her short black hair. The princess lost her superpowers when Punhia Chan climbed to the tower. Munica tied the hair to the window and had Punhia Chan pull it up. When Punhia Chan reached the top, Munica cut the hair off and Punhia Chan fell into the thorn forest below. Munica took Princess Suvanovathi and hid her in the deepest forest. Punhia Chan was seriously injured and blinded by the thorns. He wandered in the deep forest for many years, still determined to find Princess Suvanovathi. Princess Suvanovathi used the knowledge she had stolen from Munica and her remaining strength to survive. Finally, the princess found Punhia Chan by chance, recognizing him from the song he sang in her memory. The princess embraced Punhia Chan with tears in her eyes. Princess Suvanovathi's tears fell into Punhia Chan's eyes, and immediately, the power of the lightning hair that remained in the princess's body emitted golden rays from the tears, healing Punhia Chan's eyes to their original sight. Meanwhile, Munica, because of using the power of the lightning hair without pure love, also lost her beauty and became old and decrepit, disappearing into darkness forever. Punhia Chan and Princess Suvanovathi returned to their kingdom and had a grand wedding. Although the princess no longer had her long, flowing hair, she was happy and used her love and wisdom to lead the kingdom to eternal peace. After their marriage, Princess Suvanovathi and Punhia Chan ruled the kingdom peacefully. The kingdom, which had been dark because of the dark power of Munica, began to flourish again. Although the princess's hair did not grow as long and shiny as before, every time she touched someone in need, her short black hair still shone with a small golden light as a sign of compassion. Punhia Chan, who had been blind for many years, learned from the darkness and founded a school for orphans and the disabled. He taught them that true vision comes from the heart, not the eyes. Their lives became a strong proof that no dark force can overcome the power of pure love, and the tale of Princess Suvanovathi will be remembered forever. Not because of her hair, but because of her tears and courage. Once upon a time, in a kingdom bathed in sunlight, there lived a princess named Suvanovathi. She was born with a truly magical gift, long flowing hair that reached her ankles. But this was no ordinary hair. It shimmered with a golden glow like a captured lightning bolt and held a wondrous power. A single strand could cure any sickness, and where it fell, flowers would instantly bloom. The princess lived a happy life in her splendid palace, her kindness as radiant as her hair. But stories of this magical hair traveled on the wind, reaching the ears of a wicked old witch named Munica, hidden away in a dark, gloomy cave. Munica craved nothing more than eternal youth and beauty. She knew the princess's hair held the key. So, she waited, her heart filled with jealousy and dark ambition. On Princess Suvanovathi's 15th birthday, a day of grand celebration, darkness fell upon the palace. Munica, shrouded in shadows, snuck past the guards. Using her sinister magic, she captured the princess and spirited her away to a secret, lonely tower deep within the forest. This tower had no doors and no stairs, just a single window at the very top. Trapped and alone, the princess's world turned gray. Every day, Munica would stand at the base of the tower and call out a cruel, magical song. Lightning hair, let down your locks, so fair." Hearing the command, the heartbroken princess would unpin her heavy, glowing braid and let it cascade down the stone wall. The witch would then grab hold and climb up, like a spider on a golden thread. Once inside, Munica would cruelly comb the princess's hair, harnessing its light and power to maintain her own false youth, leaving the princess weaker and sadder with each passing day. Suvanavathi's only companions were the birds that flew past her window and the stars she could see at night. She despaired, wondering if she would ever be free. One fateful day, a brave young prince named Punhia Chan from a neighboring kingdom was hunting in that very forest. Known for his courage and skill, he was searching for his beloved horse which had strayed. His search led him to a clearing where he saw the mysterious doorless tower. Curious, he hid behind a thicket of trees. Just then, he heard Munica's sharp voice ring out, and he watched in astonishment as a river of pure gold light fell from the high window. He saw the old witch climb the hair and disappear inside. But what truly captivated him was the glimpse he caught of the girl at the window, Princess Suvanovathi. Her beauty was breathtaking, even in her sorrow, and her lightning-like hair was unlike anything he had ever imagined. He knew he had to see her again. After the witch had left, Punhia Chan stepped out from his hiding place and stood beneath the tower. Taking a deep breath, he mimicked the witch's shrill call. Lightning hair, let down your locks, so fair." Thinking it was Munica returning early, Suvanavathi let her hair fall. But as the prince reached the top and climbed into her room, she gasped in surprise and fear. This was not the witch, but a handsome stranger. Punhia Chan quickly calmed her, introducing himself and explaining what he had seen. He spoke with such kindness and sincerity, promising that he would help her escape this terrible prison. For the first time in years, a spark of hope ignited in the princess's heart. From that day on, they met in secret. Punhia Chan would visit whenever the witch was away, and with each visit, their bond grew stronger. They shared stories, dreams, and soon they fell deeply in love. The princess's laughter returned and her spirit began to heal. However, Munica was not a fool. She started to notice a change. The princess's hair seemed to be losing some of its vibrant golden shine. The witch couldn't understand why. The truth was, Suvanavathi was sharing her hope, her love, in the very light of her being with Punhia Chan, and this pure emotion was subtly altering the magic. One evening, after climbing the braid, Munica's sharp eyes spotted something on the floor, a single strand of the princess's hair, but it was tangled with a short, dark hair that was not her own. The witch's face twisted with fury. The truth crashed down on her like a tidal wave. She had been tricked. In a fit of rage, Munica grabbed Princess Suvanavathi. With a cruel laugh, she took a pair of enchanted shears and, with one swift, brutal snip, cut off the princess's magnificent golden hair. All that was left was short black hair, its magic seemingly gone. The princess cried out, not for her hair, but for the connection to her beloved prince. Munica wasn't finished. She kept the severed golden braid and waited. When Punhia Chan arrived and called out, the witch threw the braid out the window. The prince, suspecting nothing, began to climb. Just as he reached the top, his hands grasping the window ledge, Munica appeared, her face a mask of pure evil. "You came for your princess," she cackled. "Well, you will never see her again." With another flash of the shears, she cut the braid from its anchor. Punhia Chan screamed as he fell, plunging down into a thicket of sharp, thorny bushes below. The cruel thorns pierced his body and, worst of all, stole his sight, leaving him completely blind. Believing the prince was gone forever, Munica dragged the heartbroken princess from the tower and abandoned her in the deepest, darkest part of the desolate forest, a place where no one would ever find her. Punhia Chan, though gravely injured and blinded, survived the fall. He stumbled through the wilderness for years, his heart fueled by a single, unwavering purpose: to find his lost love, Suvanavathi. He never gave up hope, calling her name and singing the songs they used to share. Meanwhile, Princess Suvanavathi had to learn to survive on her own. Using the scraps of knowledge she had picked up while watching the witch, and drawing on her own inner strength, she persevered. She was no longer just a princess. She was a survivor. One day, as she was foraging for berries, she heard a faint, familiar melody drifting through the trees. It was the song he always sang for her. Her heart leaped. She ran towards the sound and found a man, ragged and blind, leaning against a tree, singing with all his heart. It was him. It was Punhia Chan. "Punhia Chan," she cried. He recognized her voice instantly. They rushed into each other's arms, tears of sorrow and joy streaming down their faces. As she held him, the princess remembered an old prophecy she had once read, a line forgotten until this very moment. The true power of the lightning hair is not in the strand, but in the tears of a love so grand. Her tears, filled with all the pure love she held for him, fell from her cheeks and into Punhia Chan's sightless eyes. Instantly, a miracle occurred. The residual magic that still lived within the princess, The magic of her heart pulsed through her tears. A soft golden light emanated from them, healing the prince's eyes and restoring his vision completely. The first thing he saw was the beautiful face of his beloved princess, her short black hair framing a face filled with courage and love. And what of the witch Mutka? By hoarding the magic of the hair for selfish reasons, without an ounce of pure love, the power eventually turned on her. Her stolen beauty faded away, her body withered into dust, and she disappeared into darkness forever, consumed by her own greed. Punhea Chan and Princess Suvanavathi returned to their kingdom, where they were welcomed with a joyous celebration and a grand wedding. The princess never regained her long magical hair, but it didn't matter. She had discovered a much greater power within herself. Together, they ruled with wisdom and compassion. The kingdom, once shadowed by Munika's evil, flourished under their care. And though her hair was now short and black, whenever the princess touched someone who was suffering, it would still emit a faint, warm, golden glow, a symbol of her kindness. Prince Punhea Chan, having known the world of darkness, founded a school for orphaned and disabled children, teaching them that true sight comes not from the eyes, but from the heart. Their love story became a legend, a powerful testament that no darkness can ever truly conquer the light of pure love. And Princess Suvanavathi was remembered forever, not for her magical hair, but for her courageous heart and her loving tears. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales from around the world. See you next time.